In today's video, we're going to do a walkthrough of our trailer, which is an Imagine XLS 22BHE. This is the floor plan of the trailer, taken from the Grand Design website. It's a bunkhouse trailer. We'll start the tour outside, followed by taking you inside. Prior to this trailer, we owned a Grand Design Imagine 3170BH, which was a 38-foot bunkhouse trailer with 4 beds in its own separate bunk room. After the kids graduated high school and weren't camping with us as much, we decided to downgrade, and these were the following things we were looking for in a trailer. We wanted it to be half-ton towable with a double axle, 25 feet or less, with a separate space for the kids if they did want to come with us, or room for us to work remotely, having solar or solar prep, an aluminum frame with fiberglass exterior, a heated underbelly for 4-season camping, anti-lock brakes, the ability to access the fridge in the bathroom with the slides in, a fireplace for electric heat. We really were looking for theater seating, and then we wanted good counter space. We spent a lot of time visiting the local dealers near us and touring a lot of trailers before we found this unicorn, the Imagine XLS 22BHE. Here's the specifications for it, and I've linked below to our website that has more information. Please feel free to ask any questions you have in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, and let's get started with a tour of the outside. Today, I wanted to do a walk around of my trailer. It's a Grand Design Imagine XLS 22BHE. It is a dual axle trailer. Its overall length is 25 feet 4 inches. This is a bunkhouse trailer. It's part of their XLS line, which means it's a little lighter weight and is easily 150 towable. Let's see, it has a freshwater capacity of 37 gallons and a gray water capacity of 45 gallons, wastewater capacity of 37. It has dual propane tanks. They're 20 gallons. Sleeps 5, debatable. It has a tankless hot water heater, furnace and air conditioning. It is a 4-season trailer. Has the Arctic insulation with the heated underbelly. There you go. There's 2 slides, 1 awning with 18 feet in length. The total height of this trailer is 10 feet 10 inches. The hitch weight's around 625 pounds. That's unloaded. We're running right around 670 with ours fully loaded. The unweighted vehicle rating on this is about 5,700 pounds, with the gross vehicle weight rating at 6,995 pounds. So let's take a look here. This is the entrance side here. Just point out a couple quick features. It does have a nice large storage entrance door. Got mine pretty full here. Easily accessible though. I did add these side cameras. Those did not come with it, but they were easy to add on. Comes with the power jack. Single battery. Does have a 185 watt solar panel on the roof. All the Grand Designs come with this, I call it the control panel on the inside, which is very nice. Everything is protected. Got your water hookups, plugs, and then there is a hole here where you can feed your water hose and any electrical things you want to plug in. This is a hot water, cold water shower connector here. Plenty of storage on this side as well. There's a light you can turn on. It's actually motion activated in the nighttime. Here's your solar panel box, which you can, it's hard to see, but you can actually see the information about how much solar charge you have there. This does have a pre-wired for the tire link system. If you want to use that, we're using a different one, so we don't have that in place, but it's an option if you need it. There are 2 slides with the Schwintek system. So this is your dinette slide here. Tankless hot water heater. Dual axles. It has the newer disc brakes. Your black tank and gray tank poles are in the back. I will say it is a little bit annoying that they're underneath the slide. If you need to get to it while you are camping, you have to do a little bit of crawling. Here's your bunk room. Top and bunk, bottom bunk both have their own windows. Oh, this window here on the slide is an emergency exit. Back at the trailer, this is where the 30 amp plug is. It does have a hitch, which I believe is rated for, I'll have to look it up for you guys. I want to say it's 150 pounds. Has the manual jacks. Another emergency exit window in the bunk room. We added the camera in the back. It comes pre-wired for that. That was also an easy addition. Have your black water flush port here and a spray port. You can plug in for rinsing things off. Furnace. Vent for the stove. There's no vent for the fridge because it's a solar fridge. Here's your potable water fill if you don't want to use the city fill on the other side. Outside power. Outside cable. And then underneath here, you have a quick connect for propane. And then there's your water tank overflow valve and your tank empty. Spare tire is underneath. These are your low point drains over here. You can see the whole underbelly is covered, so that's why it's heated. Your furnace pumps ductwork down in there to prevent anything from freezing during really cold weather. It also has this tube here, which you can use to carry your sewer hoses. I have almost 30 feet of sewer hose in there. Oh. There it is, folks. We love this trailer. It's perfect for us. I'll get up on the ladder and just let you take a peek at the roof. Here's the roof. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 165 watts of solar. not 185. But there's definitely room to add more solar up here. We had the Max Air covers added on. I highly suggest that. What a beautiful day. I'm really loving this fall weather. Okay, now that we've finished doing an outside walk around, let's go inside. I've got the Murphy bed down because I want to show you first that there is room, hey Arlo, to walk inside the trailer and enter even with the bed down. So you've got the space here where you can step in. So if you didn't feel like putting the bed up, you could come inside and leave the bed down. So this is the Murphy bed. And I was a little torn about getting this because I wasn't sure about how I was going to feel about putting a bed up and down every night having to sleep. But I do have to say that I don't mind it at all. One of the things I really love about it is that I'm not a make my bed kind of person, and it looks really nice right now because I just made it for you guys, but you don't have to make this bed because you just throw everything in there and you tuck it up every night. The other thing is I wasn't sure how I would feel about sleeping out in the main area of the trailer, and again, that's just kind of a personal thing. For me it works. I mean, for us it works really because it's mostly just the two of us traveling, and it's not a big deal for the two of us to be out here. If you're a family with kids, that might be a different story. We just thought it was more important for the kids to have their own space if they did come with us. There's plenty of room in here, even with the bed out, to hang out and relax and do everything that you need to do. So let me get a little farther away before I put the bed in, just so you can see. There's a full view. Now I'll show you how this bed folds up. It's very, very easy. Oh, before I put it up, I did want to show you one of the really neat things that I think about this. There's a shelf up here that you can store stuff on if you wanted to. These lights here have a little blue night light on them. Then they're a reading light. They're flexible, so you can point them wherever you want to. This light switch here turns the light above the bed up there on and off. And then there's these cubbies right here that have a USB and a power port, and you can store stuff in them, which is very, very convenient. So to make the bed, basically all I do is just throw this stuff up here, and then this just lifts up. Now I hung this curtain up myself because I didn't like that I could see the top of my mattress, but that's with a tension bar. And then there's a hook that clips in here. And then this just flips up like this, and your bed is up. To take the bed down, this just folds over, this unhooks, and this comes down. So that takes seconds. Very, very easy. Come on, buddy. Off, off, off. Good boy. So it's very simple to do with one person. I will say also that we replaced this RV mattress it came with
with a memory foam mattress. The one that came in here had the bend in it, but like the crease, it was already folded, but this is just a regular memory foam mattress, and I've had no problems with it at all. I'm just going to give you a close-up view of what that latch looks like. So this is the latch. You just lift this up, it's unhooked, push it back, latch drops in, hooked. It's very simple. There's only one on the one side. Okay, let's take a look at the bathroom here. So it's pretty decent size. I'm not going to say it's a full-size shower, but Travis is 6'3", and he can fit in here with his head up in the skylight and take a shower when he needs to. I don't shower much in the trailer. I mostly use the bathhouses, but it's nice to have it here if we need to. We did replace the shower head. I have a video on this one. It was really, really easy. You just basically screw this new one in, but this has been working really well to give us a lot more pressure. This has the I don't know what kind of door you'd call this, but the sliding doors, which I like. I know some people don't enjoy them, but I've never had any problems with them. We had it in our last trailer as well. So there is nice storage in here, actually, for this size bathroom. Cabinet here, cabinet here. This is nice, double here. The sink's a little small. Thinking about replacing the sink. I gotta watch a tutorial on that. I'd like to get a little bit bigger sink bowl, maybe a higher one, and then I know I need to replace the faucet as well with that. You have an under sink storage here that has some nice space, and then that's access to your pipes and drain there. And then there's a double cabinet here with shelving. Again, nice storage space there for stuff. And then you also have these, I don't know, shelves behind the toilet. There's 4 of them. I've got bins in a couple of them just to store some stuff. Then we have the hot water heater. This unit comes with the on-demand tankless hot water heater, which I talked about briefly in another video, but I don't enjoy this as much. It runs only off of propane. You can't use electric to run it, which means you can't use solar either. So pros and cons on that. Sliding door closes this off. There you go, bathroom. So this is the main living space out here. The trailer does come with a dinette in this area. It's a, I suppose you could seat 2 small people on each side of the dinette, only 1 adult. And then there's a table that went up and down and you could turn it into a bed. We found that it was not particularly comfortable to sit at, and truth be told, this couch is not very comfortable to sit on for extended periods of time. This does come down with a little cup holder, and you can sit here. So what we actually do is we have a, I'll set it up later and show you. We have a table that we set up here, just a folding camp table, and so we'll use that if we need a table. And we eat there, or we can use it as like a desk. So we don't miss taking out our dinette at all. And it gave us the recliners, which I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. I got these for $200, both total. And we just took out the dinette and we put these in. I don't regret taking the dinette out one bit. These are extremely comfortable to sit in. It's made being in here a lot more enjoyable. And then the other thing that it did was it actually gave us some place to put the trash can, because that was the one thing we could not figure out, was where to put the trash. And so what I did was I found these on Amazon. This is actually a laundry hamper. It was white. I spray painted it gray. And then I found an old piece of reclaimed wood that I put on top. I bought 2 of them. And it just tilts out. And I've got my trash in here now. So it serves a couple purposes. I've got shelves underneath there. We've got all of our chargers, TV remotes, and then also we can put our trash in there. So that was actually great. Then we've got the TV area here. Another thing that I did was I added some corkboard behind the TV where I can just pin up information about the places that we're staying. I did add a sound bar in. This model of trailer didn't come with overhead speakers, so it is nice just to add a little bit of extra sound to be able to hear a little better, especially when the air conditioning is on. It has this really nice shelf right here that I like to use for our water and coffee. And then I've got all of our games on the shelf underneath here. And my nice fireplace that we use for electric heat and just ambiance. And then we have our heat and air conditioning. Kitchen, it's got a microwave. It's not a convection microwave, it's just a regular microwave. 3-burner propane stove. There. It's the smaller oven, not the one that you could get a full-size turkey into, but does well for pizzas and cinnamon buns and things like that. There's a nice big storage drawer underneath where we keep all of the pots. That's a full-size spaghetti pot there, so it's pretty deep. And there's 2 drawers here, nice and deep. Got some storage here. This is the breaker box underneath here. Very convenient to get to. Under sink cabinet. Storage. It does come with the rolling out. This rolls out over the top of the sink to make that extra counter space if you want. And then there is additionally this pop-up counter here if you need more room. And then there's a cabinet here over the sink for more storage. One of the things that I love is the refrigerator. I wish we had this fridge on our old trailer when we used to camp with the kids plus all of their friends, because this thing is huge. So freezer, look how deep this is. And then the fridge. So much space. It's a solar fridge, it's running off the solar, and because of that there's no compressor in here, so it's all the way to the back. It's very large. It works really well. We've had no problems with it at all. That's one of my favorite things. So I thought I'd show you the table that we use. This is the table. Leave it. It's made by King Camp. It's a bamboo table. I'll show you how it folds up after I'm done eating. But I just set it up for lunch, and it's got some adjustable legs. just sit here and eat. Works really well. Two of us can sit at it. It's nice for cards at night or games if we want to. We can also put it here, like move it over, and one of us can sit in the recliner and the other of us can sit on the couch if we wanted to use it there. I mean, we could put it in front of the recliners. The other thing I realized I forgot to show you earlier, so I'll do that right now, is I didn't show you the cabinets around the bed. So there is this tall cabinet for hanging clothes. There is a rack there where you can put hangers. I've got this shelf instead so I can fold my clothes. Then there's also drawers. There's this small drawer, shallow. There's a deeper drawer. I'll actually show you that over here because this one's empty so you can get a better idea. That's the bag. The size of that. So there's two drawers. Then we have a cabinet underneath here. It's pretty large. There's one of those on each side. I've got all of my outdoor kind of items that I like to grab just to go outside by the campfire. I keep them right by the door. There's a plug right here. And then underneath the table, whoops, sorry, not the table. Let me move this. Underneath the bed or the couch, there's two more drawers. These are very large for storage also. So there's a decent amount of storage in here. You can see we have empty places that we haven't even filled up. So this is the table to fold it up. I just want to show you how small this is because it is very nice. Basically the legs push in. And then what I do while I'm traveling, like while we're just camping, is I just fold it up like that and then we just tuck this somewhere. But then when we're done, that's what size it folds up into. And then I can just tuck it into one of the cabinets. So if you wanted to get rid of your dinette, this is a great option for being able to do that. And then the last room is the bunk room. So there are two bunks in here. These are big enough for an adult. If you don't mind curling up a little bit, I'm 5'10" and I can sleep on the bottom bunk. I don't think anybody much taller than me would want to, unless you're young. There's a window for each. And I use this room sometimes as my office, so I do have a folding desk chair in here. I have this folding table. This is also where we have Arlo's crate when we would like to put him somewhere. We added this additional TV in here for the kids, and then I use it as a second monitor when I'm sitting in here.
Just real quickly, I thought I would show you what it looks like when I have my desk set up. This is using this TV as a second monitor.
There are 4 deep cubbies, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 for storage in here. And then also underneath there are 2 drawers, which are very good size. I don't even have anything in them. This bunk here goes up and you can latch it up. So if you wanted to just have this up and like use this as a sitting couch or something, you could do that as well. There's a charging port and plugs here that the upper bunk can access, which is really nice. I did add this tension bar with the curtain for my kids because that was a request of my daughter. She likes to be able to slide that across the bottom. There are, I didn't even talk about the vents. So there's a vent fan here. There's one in the bathroom there. And then there's one here. We had the Max Air fan added in when we purchased, which was a great addition. So I'd consider that. It didn't come with that. And then let's see what else. This is your control panel over here, where you can control your awning slides, ceiling lights. You can see all of your tanks. I think that's it. This is a great trailer. I mean, it really works well for couples. Works, I think, well for a family. We have obviously adult children. When they travel with us, they're comfortable in that bunk room. It still gives them their own space. Works well as a traveling office. For me, works great for storage. Works well for people with pets. I really can't say enough about this model. I think we were very, very lucky to have found it. So that's the 22 Grand Design XLS 22BHE. Drop me a comment below and let me know what you think about this floor plan. What would you like to see different? What do you think?